You were telling me what you've been reading. Remember, you talked about John Paul's autobiography?
Of Pope John Paul II. My name is Jack Myrtle, and I am 95, going on 96. Sally, she was close to 4 years younger than I am. She said, "You're getting pretty old, Jack, and I just don't want to be alone." So we ended up here at Alexian Village, and 3 years later she died. 8 years later, here I am. She was my honey. She still is my honey. No, I've had a wonderful life. Our children have really made it like a bouquet of flowers.
Wow.
Jack and Sally had 7 children who were scattered across the Midwest. They started to worry about their dad living alone in his apartment. Recently, they helped him move to an assisted living space in the same housing complex.
It was bothering me when I would go to visit my dad, and he would say that, he was still asleep. He had been up, but never got dressed until afternoon, you could see. And the biggest thing to me is that somebody's checking on you at night to make sure you're in bed safely and that you're cared for. And then we'll go back, okay, Dad? So you just have only been here about a month, yeah. And so I think you're still in the settling in phase. You're adjusting beautifully.
I just sort of relaxed and said, let it all happen.
I think we probably could have done this a little earlier, but your willingness to let it all happen and to accept the help tells me it was just time. Well, and we have, like I said, a lot of siblings and all different ages and different points of view. With my mother's illness and then with Dad being here, we have really worked out how to communicate and how to work together without challenging each other. That took a little bit of practice the first time round, but I think we got it.
Do you need more coffee?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
At Alexian Village, Jack can maintain old friendships even though he now lives in assisted living.
We have some very close friends.
Yeah, yeah. These are people that Mom and Dad met as soon as they moved in here, in the apartment. And they formed this little get-together on Fridays. And so those ladies made sure that my dad was included after my mom passed, which has been really nice.
This lady really takes care of me.
Well, we shared my husband's moving out, and he died, and we shared Sally's death, and we've had that with all of us around the table. So it's a special kind of relationship that develops just because you're dealing with real life. Out in the big world outside, death isn't something that people really seem to think about very much, and here you almost have to. It's a good way to spend your last years, as far as I'm concerned.
You get to know each other. You think you know them, but little by little, why you develop a deep friendship.
What's your favorite color jelly bean?
Red.
Oh, have you got any more?